Good evening. Good evening. I'm teen heartthrob Neil Patrick Harris. It's an honor to be back hosting the 65th Annual Tony Awards. Welcome back. Welcome back. Show's going good so far. You should see it backstage. Backstage is madness. I just had to stop Daniel Radcliffe from poking out the warhorse's eyes. Equus. Highbrow. I'd just like to say that I'm not going to be spending the whole show doing Spider-Man jokes. Because it seems it's too easy. It's too easy. It's expected. But it is such a big story this season, I feel like we need to do something. So let's put 30 seconds on the clock. As many Spider-Man jokes as I can get out in half a minute. Ready? And go. Julie Taymor found out it was over when she woke up and found the head of Warhorse in her bed.
The nominees for Best Direction of a Play are Marianne Elliott and Tom Morris for Warhorse, Joel Grey and George C. Wolfe for The Normal Heart, Anna D. Shapiro for The Mother with a Hat, and Daniel Sullivan for The Merchant of Venice. And the Tony Award goes to Marianne Elliott and Tom Morris for Warhorse.
Marianne Elliott and Tom Morris each earned their first Tony nomination and award for their win for the brilliant staging of Warhorse.
Wow, what an honor. What an amazing list of people to be up alongside. We want, first of all, to thank the extraordinary craft and skill of our creative team, some of the others of whom have been honored this evening, too. It has been an amazing privilege to work with them. And also to thank the people who took blind leaps of faith on this show, starting really with the National Theatre in London, when we went to Nick Heitner and said we want to make a show about a horse. We want it to be played by a puppet that can't speak. And he sent it off to the National Theatre studio, this kind of laboratory where you can fool around with terrible ideas that are never going to work and no one ever finds out about them. And after we did a bit of that, he finally said we could put the show on. So thank you, Nick Heitner and Nick Starr.
Also, thank you to everybody who has contributed to bring the show over to New York. There's been hundreds of people there behind the scenes. Very complex, complicated show, even though it looks quite simple. But we really wanted to thank the amazing cast of the New York Warhorse, all American, created a fantastic atmosphere in the rehearsal room, which was about mainly play. And so we had a wonderful time to be able to play with them. Thank you.
And also Marianne's husband, Nick.
And Tom's wife, Kate.
Earlier tonight, the award for Best Sound Design of a Play went to Christopher Schutt.
Thank you to the Tony voters for this incredible honor. It's amazing.
British author Michael Morpurgo's young adult novel Warhorse, adapted by playwright Nick Stafford in association with South Africa's Handspring Puppet Company, winner of a special Tony Award tonight, comes to life in a spectacle that blends modern and traditional storytelling in a production that is both intimate and epic. Set during World War I, the play centers on the life of a horse named Joey, who is raised by 16-year-old Albert, played by me, Seth Numrick. When Britain goes to war, Joey is sold to the cavalry and thrust into the midst of combat, where he witnesses the horrors of battle. Determined to bring Joey home, Albert runs off to France, lies about his age, and enlists, embarking on a treacherous mission to find him.
Ironically, that entire horse is held together by glue.
Just minutes ago, the award for Best Scenic Design of a Play went to Ray Smith.
Thank you for the privilege of being here and being allowed to be a part of the Broadway theatre scene. It's fabulous.
The house lights dim, the curtain rises. The stage begins to glow. The performers assemble to convey a story that began in the mind of the playwright. The authors of tonight's nominees for Best Play used their skills to preserve their individual visions, and the results are not only compelling, but powerful contributions to theater. We've already heard about the plays from the actors who interpret them. Once again, the nominees are Good People, Jerusalem, The Mother with the Hat, War Horse, the American Theater Wing's Tony goes to War Horse.
Accepting the award for War Horse, author Nick Stafford and producer Nicholas Heitner.
Thank you to everybody who makes War Horse. Thank you to everybody who comes to see it. Between us, something very special is happening. Thank you very much for this.
On behalf of Nick Starr, the National Theatre, and myself, I want to thank, above all, Bernard Gersten and Andre Bishop and everybody at Lincoln Center Theatre, who are wonderful collaborators and with whom it's always a joy to work. We want to thank our indefatigable partner, Bob Boyette. We've been in a relationship for 8 years with him, and it's been a joy. I personally want to thank the amazing creative team, Nick Stafford, the directors, Handspring, everybody. And I want to congratulate and thank the American cast of War Horse, who are not only great actors, but have mastered very difficult English dialects to the manner born. And I want to thank my colleagues back home in London at the National Theatre. Thank you very much.
The Handspring Puppet Company is a recipient of this year's Special Tony Award.
We've been very lucky to have the comradeship of a fantastic creative team in the making of the play.
Oh, good boy! The award for Best Lighting Design of a Play went to Polly Constable.
It's incredible to be here, and it's been extraordinary putting War Horse on Broadway. You are an incredible community.
The Normal Heart won. Larry Kramer made us weep, and War Horse dazzled us with a theatrical sweep. Norbert Butts and Mormon swept the floor, won even more awards than War Horse. Par for the course. Someone get a car for the horse. And in the final analysis, what survives tonight? Theater, because it's what we live. We're changing some lives tonight, and theater thrives because we live to give it, so to speak. This ain't reality TV. This is 8 shows a week. Every chorus member that you saw tonight tapping had to make miracles happen for a chance to see you clapping and applauding in the audience. What's next? Who knows? Anything goes. Now go see a Mother Broadway show. Thank you. Good night.